Oh, Jay, my tour is over. My tour got cut short. My program got canceled. I'm supposed to be a market manager and now I don't have a job. What do I do? As an EXP, I have been there, done that. Programs have been canceled on me at a last minute notice, and I'm here to tell you it happens all the time. But there are some things that you can do as an EXP to ensure that you are prepared. And as I always say, you stay 2 steps ahead of where you are at that current time. It's Jay, your experiential marketing coach, and today I'm going to talk about and provide you with some tips on how to ensure that you are able to deal with the all-important or the issue of my tour is over. Now what do I do? So go ahead, stay tuned, and click that subscribe button while you're here. All right, EXPs, it's Jay, and we're back, and we're going to go ahead and jump into this all-important question. Okay, what do I do once my tour is over or if my tour has been canceled? One thing you always got to keep in mind as an EXP, you never stop applying. Whether you are on a tour for 2 months, 6 months, 9 months, it's always important that you stay abreast to what's going on in the industry, that you're constantly checking the job boards and the job opportunities. Although you may not be able to pursue anything right now, you have to know, what's going on in the industry, what seasons may be coming up, and how, once your current program or your current tour is over, how and where you need to start looking for your next opportunity. So it's important to connect with account managers and staffing coordinators. LinkedIn is a great place to do so. Make sure that you continue to network with other EXPs and you reach out to just let them know, hey, it's Jay. Currently, I'm on a 6-month tour or in-market program for the next 3 months. However, once this program is over, if any opportunities come down the pipeline in which you need a great manager or a great BA or great product specialist or team lead, I will be available. Here's my resume and some headshots and some event photos from my current tour or program for consideration. Quick, easy, you could do this on your day off, spend a couple hours just reaching out and building those connections. I cannot tell you, by taking the time to do these little small details, it has assisted me greatly in obtaining consistent opportunities, especially on the tour side. Also, you have to remember, as an EXP, your tour, your program, your in-market management opportunity can be canceled at a moment's notice. That is one of the downsides of working in the experiential marketing industry and as a contractor or even W-2 employee working with agencies. At any point in time, the client can decide, hey, I want to move in a different direction, or I don't want to continue this experiential marketing program because we're not seeing any benefit financially or just building the brand awareness that we wanted to do. So we're going to cancel this program right now. And as an EXP, you might be feeling like, man, that's messed up. I'm SOL. But I'm here to tell you, you always got to have a plan B in place, because I have been on programs and tours where they have been canceled at a moment's notice. And I had to think fast and come back home or come back and regroup and, decide, okay, do I want to pursue another tour, or do I want to stay home and market? What are my options? So you always got to think about those worst case scenarios, because I'm here to tell you, oftentimes they do occur. Not as much anymore, but they do occur in some instances. As a EXP, you always have to make sure that you establish open lines of communication. Whether you are beginning a program and you're working with an agency that you've never worked with for the very first time, or you're dealing with an agency that you have a prior relationship with and you are going to be assisting them on a program as a brand ambassador, product specialist, team lead, doesn't matter. You got to establish open lines of communication initially. Set your expectations. If you want them to respond to an email in a timely manner or respond to a text, or if you have an issue on site and you need a prompt response, let them know what you expect of them, because I'm pretty sure that agency has things outlined in a contract and they have expectations that you need to meet as a EXP as well. So definitely don't be afraid to let them know, to communicate what you expect from them, how you expect to be paid, when you expect to be paid, and to make sure that both of you have clear lines of communication, as well as an understanding as to how you want them to communicate with you and what you expect from them moving forward with any program. Also, this would be a great time, especially in the first couple of events, if you're not happy with the team or a tour manager or a production manager or an assistant manager that has been assigned to your tour. Make sure you communicate this to the account manager in a timely manner so they can work to find a replacement for you. Oftentimes, it may just be that the person's not a great fit. They're a great person, but they may not be a great fit for the program. Make sure that you communicate this information early on to prevent any resentment or any issues or any obstacles. I'm just thinking about issues that I had in the past with managers on tours, and when I didn't communicate in a timely manner, I had to deal with that EXP for the length of the tour. And I could tell you, it got annoying and frustrating at times. So communicate, communicate, communicate. I cannot stress that enough. And lastly, I'm here to tell you, not every tour ends in a happily ever after. You may not be happy with the way that a tour is going. You may be given extra roles and responsibilities that you are not being compensated for. The client may be coming on site being extremely micromanaging and picky. The account manager may be doing this as well. And you are not receiving the amount of communication and the expectations that you set forth at the beginning of a program are not being met. I get it, and yes, I've been there, done that as well. And I'm here to tell you, you have to continue to CYA, cover your ASS, put things in writing, and if you reach your breaking point and you feel like, you know what, this program is not benefiting me from a health perspective, my mental and emotional wellness is being tested, and I'm not happy and I'm not enjoying executing this program or executing this tour, then it may be best for you to part ways with the agency as well as the program, because at the end of the day, you want to be happy, you want to have the energy to go out and feel like you're a part of the actual success of a program. And you want to be able to put your best foot forward. And you can't do so if you're constantly having to fight different battles with the account manager, with the client, and you're dealing with EXPs who are just flat out unprofessional and don't really have the work ethic that you may bring to a program. And that's fine. Just make sure that you give proper written notice if you plan to leave a tour or a program. My rule of thumb is at least 2 weeks. If you are keen on helping the agency, you may be willing to source a replacement for them and offer to train the EXPs who may be coming in to take your place. That's just something to think about. It's not required, but if you want to maintain a great rapport with the agency, that's something to keep in mind as well. It may be an instance where you leave at a moment's notice. I don't encourage this. However, hey, that's your personal prerogative. You do what's best for you. Just know at any given point in time, whether you give 2 weeks notice or 1 day notice, it may ruin your opportunity to work with that agency in the future. And they may ultimately decide to never consider you for any programs or opportunities. That is a risk that you take. However, your overall sanity, your overall worth, your overall value has to be considered as well. And I'm a firm believer in knowing your worth and making sure that you are happy and that you are putting yourself at top priority. So never sacrifice that for the sake of any program or any tour. I am highly, highly in agreement with that. And I've had to walk away from programs to protect my sanity and my well-being. So make sure as an EXP that you keep these things in mind, you know, once a current program or tour is over, or if you're deciding to, you know, leave a program, consider and weigh all the advantages and disadvantages before doing so. If this information was resourceful and informative and it helped you in any kind of way, drop me a thumbs up, go ahead and click that button, subscribe to my channel, check out my other videos and my other resources, and comment and let me know. Because I always like to hear from EXPs on how they deal with, you know, obtaining other opportunities once their tour is done, that they've executed, or leaving programs where they feel like, you know, it's just not beneficial and they are not happy. So definitely let me know your thoughts in the comments. And as always, follow me on my social media handles at Instagram, Jae Davis EXP1on1. Remember, you are a brand within a brand, so always represent yourself accordingly. And I'm going to just drop one more nugget in here. Know your worth as an EXP. Talk to you guys later.